I wanted to make this video before I did anything else online. It's kind of a weird one, but it's actually really important to me. It kind of pertains to how I'm going to portray myself and speaking about my experiences moving forward. It's kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of weird, but it's kind of weird how I came to this conclusion, but moving forward, when I speak, it's going to be very specifically for myself. And very specifically speaking from my perspective. I do a lot of browsing online. Like, I watch a lot of videos and see a lot of cool things, and I feel like frequently there are videos that I watch that try to include me and their own depictions of whatever it is that they're talking about. There's a lot of we's, there's a lot of us's, there's a we, us, you. We should do this, we should think that, we should do, that type of thing. Like, I watch a lot of art videos, and there's a lot of, as artists, we should do this or shouldn't do that, etc. And, like, it kind of started rubbing me the wrong way. More and more, I would find myself being lumped in with, whatever the person was talking about, when I felt like it didn't necessarily include me with what they were talking about. I am an artist, and I don't think this way. I am a this, and I don't think that way. And that started to bug me a little bit. And even some of the things that they were talking about had me, like, almost second-guessing some of my own personal opinions, my own personal experiences. And, like, it didn't feel good. And that really got me to thinking about how I portray myself online. And, like, if you look through my old videos, if you look through my old stuff, I'm very guilty of the same thing. I'm very guilty of a lot of we's, a lot of us's, a lot of you's. And I feel like sometimes my messaging would go kind of contrary to some of the more popular ideas and things, but I would often use that type of language of we. It just really got me thinking about this specific aspect of myself moving forward, talking about things. And I don't like that this was the terminology that I used. I really don't like that that's the terminology that I used. And, like, that's kind of put me in a bit of a weird position, because I like the messaging in those videos, but I don't I don't like how I created those videos. Now, I'm a bit of a preservationist. Like, I believe that whenever I make something and put it out there, I should leave it out there, because someone might get some use out of it. And I just don't like taking my old stuff down, so I'm not going to. But the feelings that I feel right now are the closest that I think I've ever been to wanting to take things down. It's a lot of mental things. It's a lot of mental emotions. Like, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's okay. I'm sure everything will be okay. I don't think anyone's complaining about that. And, and, like, just to clarify, I don't mind that other people do this. And I find it even more weird that I'm trying not to do this. But it's something that I feel very strongly about. And, like, even making this video, it feels like it's such an unusual thing to talk about. But it's just been on the back of my mind for such a long time. I feel like it's important to at least talk about it a little bit. Now, I'm sure I might break this rule sometimes. Like, we are people. We do eat. We do sleep. So there are probably times where I will use, we and us. But it has been a very active mental transformation that I've been undergoing lately. Even just speaking amongst friends or mentally speaking in my head, trying to rewire the, oh, we should do this, to just, me speaking for myself has been quite an unusual thing. But I've come to realize that I do things very weird. I do things in a very strange way. And, I think speaking about that, just specifically from my own perspective, is just how it is that I want to go forward in the future. If you yourself, the viewer, were to decide that whatever it is that I'm saying resonates with you, I would much rather it come from the perspective of you agreeing with what it is that I'm saying than any kind of linguistic, I don't know the words. It's early, guys, when I'm recording this. There are words that I would use, but I'm not going to use those words. But this is just how I want to go moving forward. This is something that I'm probably not going to talk about moving forward. It's such a nuanced thing, and it's very weird. But I want to talk about art and creativity, and I want to grow my stories and talk about the cool things that I like. I want to love the process of creativity and talk about my love for that process of creativity. I feel like over these past years, learning 3D and learning game design and quite a bit of programming and even a bit of music has given me an interesting perspective and new appreciation for just creativity, man. It's so cool. It's the coolest thing. And I'm just excited. I'm so excited. The videos are going to be coming soon. I wanted to get this little video out. As weird as it is, let's get it out. But, before I do any of that, I just really wanted to get this video out. Like I said, it was important to me, and I felt like it was worth talking about. There's something in my head that was like, doggy, talk about this. So, there it is. There you go. I'll see you guys next time. We're gonna talk about some really cool stuff. I just want to talk about art again and get back into the habit of drawing and sharing my art and my creative journey. And it's exciting times. It's very exciting times. Like, there's so much that I just love about the creative process. I love seeing and hearing other people's stories and what it is that they make and how they make it. And it's a feeling that I can't quite put into words, and I just want to lean into it as much as I can. And of course, I gotta thank everyone for sticking around all this time while I kind of figured things out. But I feel like I'm on to something. I feel like I'm finally on to something that I can really latch on to and just go full force. But yeah, we'll talk more about that next time. Take it easy, guys. See you next time. Goodbye.